Hello, in this tutorial we will learn how to download GIMP and how to install an interface. So first of all we have to understand what is the use of GIMP. GIMP full form is GNU Image Manipulation Program. As the name itself says, it's a image manipulation. Okay, but there are many more tools, like we can draw a circle, ellipse, square, or any other freehand image or drawing. Okay, coloring option, transformation tools, coloring, and we can play with the image. And we will see in the coming tutorials use of color, channel, layers. There are a lot of tools are available. So this is the use of GIMP. And like the person who's running a YouTube channel, most of them prepare their banner or particular video image in GIMP only. So let's start with download. So I have provided the link in the description section. Go to gimp.organization. This is a very genuine site from where you can download. You can go through this page, what information is provided. Okay, and to download, click on this download option. So it will take you on this page where it says the current stable version is 2.10.24. This is freely available. There is a no subscription charges or anything. And all the user, whether they are Linux, OS, Microsoft, they can use it. If I click here, so you can see Unix like system. If you are a Unix user, you can download it from here. And if you are a Mac user, then you can download from here. And there are two things for Mac user: BitTorrent and directly. And for Windows user, again there are two options via BitTorrent or download it from here. Once it is downloaded, you just need to click on this run as a administrator. It will ask for permission, install for all user, English language, and then click on install. It will take some time, and don't click on cancel, otherwise it will be, this installation will be interrupted and may create issues. Once the installation is completed, you need to open this application and open new file. So it will open this new file. Okay, but I'm not going to tell you about this new file. I have just created new file to show something from preferences, or you can say about interface. So it will open this preferences. Here we can see system resources. So resource consumption, this is a minimal number of undo label 5, how many times we can undo. If you think it should be increased, you can increase it, or you can continue with the default one. Similarly, maximum undo memory, cache size, maximum new image size, you can set from the here, or you can check the default. If you need to make changes, you can make the changes. Size of thumbnail, image thumbnail size, this is a normal 128 by 128, and maximum file size for thumbnail is 4 MB. Second is color management. So different options are available. I have not touched anything, but if you feel you need to make changes, you can make changes. Import export. Here I would say this is a export file type. Default export file type is PNG. I am selecting this JPEG. Okay, and then there is a tool option. So you can see the paint option shared between tools are there. If you wanted to club here, so you can do like you can select or unselect from here, brush or dynamic, right? And then we have a default image. So default image means like when I open this was the size of image. Presently this is the default template size for me. If you wanted to set a different, like whenever you are starting this application, you want this particular size should be open, so you can select then it will be it will open that particular dimension or size. This is the advanced option, you can say for resolution purpose, and this is a quick mask color, and this is a default grid. You can see appearance, line style. Here we have a intersection, dashed, double dashed of foreground color, background color. I am not doing anything here. Here is a interface, system language, or you can select the language in which you want to work or interact with the application. By default it takes the system language. And then we have a theme. So here theme means like this appearance you can see. So presently it is dark. If I select on gray, then it will change the color. So there are 4 themes are available. This is light, and the next one is system. Okay, so I am using the dark one. This is an individual choice. Okay, then we have a icon theme. So here you can see these are the icons. Okay, presently it is colored. If I select on legacy, then see the changes. So the look and feel will be different. Again, if I move to symbolic, so you can see the changes here. Symbolic high contrast. So you can check all the options, and whichever option you like, you can continue with that. I am using the color one for the better look and feel. And then we have a toolbox. So here we have groups. Means in this group we have a two tools, move and alignment. If I want to off, so it will go away from this section. As you can see here, this move. Okay, so we have a different groups available here. So in zoom, and then brightness, contrast. In this group, a color picker measures zoom. You can see here. Okay, So this is the purpose of to configure the tools. And then we have a tool, one more thing here, icon theme. So here we have a like small icons you can see. So icon size from the resolution, or we can select use icon size from the theme or customize the size icon. So you can see the small one, medium one, large one, and very large one. So as per your choice you can select from here. For the training or tutorial purpose I am using large one, so that viewers can see which tools I am using, or which tool I am referring to. Okay, and then we have a dialog defaults, and I'm not changing anything here at this moment. This is a canvas padding mode. So this is a canvas padding mode from the theme. This is called the padding. Custom padding color we can use, and title and status no need to touch anything. Okay, that's all for this tutorial, where we in this tutorial we have covered the download, installation and interface. Thank you very much.